Thank you, Rashawn, for that introduction. Thank you, Voices of Recovery, the African American Community Initiative, and the Juneteenth Committee for giving me this opportunity to share about my fatherhood journey. In the work that I do with fathers, I have a saying, and that saying is, fatherhood is a journey you don't have to do alone. So thank you all for the work that you are doing. You are partnering with fathers and meeting them right where they are at a time when they need you the most on their fatherhood journey. I can tell you like it was yesterday what it was like when I called my mother and told her that I was going to be a father. My mom's back east. I gave her a call and I said, Charisma and I are having a baby. And immediately my mother busted out in laughter and shouted, "What?" It was the type of laughter that came from a place of extreme joy and a bit of relief, because my mother knew how much being a father meant to me. And now that dream was becoming a reality. My mother must have laughed and shouted "what" for the next 15 to 20 minutes, and I couldn't get a word in. I enjoyed every moment of it. I am grateful to have had such a joyful experience in the announcement of both the births of my children. But I know that joy was robbed from so many Black fathers many, many years ago. As we celebrate Juneteenth, I don't want to forget the men that were not allowed to marry because they were considered property. Those same men will be paired with mates by their masters, not of their choosing, in many instances for the sole purpose of producing offspring that could be snatched from them at any moment for any reason. But even under those horrible circumstances, Black men still found a way to shine in a fatherly role, which sometimes meant caring for children that may not have been biologically theirs, or having their children cared for by men not biologically theirs. They knew even then the importance of fatherhood being a journey that could not be done alone. Thankfully, a day would come, June 19th, 1865 to be exact, when the last of the enslaved men, women, and children would receive word of freedom that was granted to them 2 years prior. Thankful indeed, but new challenges would present themselves. That being the effects of Black codes, Jim Crow, the war on drugs, and mass incarceration. Systems built upon system presented obstacle after obstacle after obstacle. And without a choice, the challenge was accepted and in many instances overcome. In 2013, the CDC reported Black fathers are more actively involved in their children's lives regardless of if they live with them or not. And in 2018, a study of non-marital births, mothers reported that Black fathers shared responsibility more frequently and displayed more effective co-parenting than any other ethnic group. The engaged Black father is not the truth the media, music, or cinema wants you to believe. I was listening to a podcast of one of my favorite R&B singers not too long ago, Tank. Tank has been in the music industry for over 30 years, and he shared an example of how if he, as a Black artist, sang the same lyrics to Sam Smith's "Stay With Me," he would not get the same airtime as Smith did. Tank would go on to say, "Our violence isn't the threat. Our love is. Our family separated is fine. It's perfect. The man staying with his family and raising his kids and pouring into his woman, that's the threat." As a father, my love is all that will be seen. My two girls deserve that. And from the very beginning, that is what they received. I only missed one prenatal appointment, although I know I was just a glorified taxi driver for my wife to see the doctor. I took leave from work to spend quality time with my girls, and I even decided not to return to one position after paternity leave was up so that one parent could stay in the home. My girls call me Coach Dad, as I have coached all but one athletic team they have participated on. And during that one season I sat in the stands, it drove me crazy, and I got back on the sidelines the very next opportunity I could. I love dropping them off or picking them up at school and participating in as many of their academic activities as I can, which is most. I've encouraged and taught my girls to have a voice even before they could speak. I have loved, respected, and supported their mother because she deserves it, and our girls deserve to have an example to draw from when they are older. And when I say older, I mean much, much older, to have a mate. I root for them, and I will protect them all of my days. As I conclude, when it comes to my fatherly engagement, it's not providing anything wrong that I take, it's not proving anyone wrong that I take pride in. I take pride in loving my daughters with all that I am, because that's what they deserve. I want to wish all the fathers and father figures out there a very happy Father's Day. I encourage you to keep pushing forward on your journey and reach out and help. Reach out for help and give help often. To all, I wish you a happy Juneteenth. Let us pause and reflect on our past so we can learn and mobilize to build a better future for all. Thank you.